Okay, so after we do all the sewer shit, we're now going to just swim this way, and hop up onto this little rowboat, and we're going to want to grab either the enamel bucket that's floating by or the life preserver. And what we will do then is grab this and just walk backwards. And I'm actually a little too close to it. You want to be about this distance from it. You just walk backwards up that ledge up to here. If for whatever reason neither spawn, which will happen occasionally, they always spawn, but sometimes they spawn directly under the boat and you can't really grab them. Then what you do is you just swim under the bridge and swim and jump up on that little rock right there and run around right there. It's faster to run on the bridge though. So you get up on the bridge and you just start running. You're gonna run through this door. There's a chance that this guy or a dog will block the door. If that happens and you need to take out your gun and shoot them to kill them to get them to not block the door, then you need to make a mental note of the extra XP you just got. So dog/raider on bridge, right? That's now in our extra XP thing. So we will run past these guys. So it looks like he is blocking the door, so there we go. Let me add a yes right there. But we're going to just keep sprinting down this road, and we're going to aim for the spot where the two barriers meet. We can keep out our gun. It's no slower to sprint with the gun out. The pistol, that is. We're going to grab this frag mine and then keep running this way. And we're going to run up on top of this big semi truck. And when we get up here, we are going to run up to this little ledge and jump on it. But we don't want to run along the right side of the bridge and jump on the ledge. We want to run at least on the middle to left side, because see this door right here? This is the old corner bookstore. We need to discover that. Because if we don't discover it, we'll lose time later on. So we just run up here, at least discover it, jump on this ledge, and then we're going to jump up onto this ledge and fall down into Good Neighbor. So we're up on this ledge, and right here is a load zone for Good Neighbor. If you sprint while entering this load zone, then when you load in, you're going to have as much AP as you had when you were loading in, when you like entered the load zone. But if you stop sprinting right before you enter by either stop like pressing shift again or whatever, then your AP will regen when you enter Good Neighbor. So see, I was pretty low on AP, but I wasn't sprinting, so I should be full on AP now when I enter Good Neighbor. Yeah, I'm full on AP. You can tell because the AP thing doesn't show up. If you're not full on AP, then this will show that it's regenning. So now that we're in Good Neighbor, we're just going to run right around Finn. We're not going to deal with him at all. We're going to run into Cleo's store. We're going to run up to this wall. We're going to talk to Daisy through the wall and just mash 4. We're going to say our sure, let's take a look. And as soon as she starts her line, we're going to turn around and walk up next to Cleo. Just like that. That was bad. But we're going to walk up to here and stand around right here. So now we're going to do a underflow or overflow glitch that allows for us to get infinite store credit. We're going to buy all of her 38s. We're going to sell back 1. We're going to sell back the rest. Now doing that, buying all, selling 1, selling the rest will give us 1 of her bullets permanently in our inventory that we can sell over and over. So we're going to sell about 20 to 30 of those. You can mash both E and click to sell and buy faster. Now we're going to go over here and just start buying a bunch. And now we just keep selling the stack over and over to her, and it like increases exponentially. You only need about 10, it's somewhere between 10 and 30,000 caps at most. So don't go overboard. If you go too overboard, then you need to redo the glitch. So just stop it like anywhere above like 10 to 30. But now what you have to do is start looking for things to buy. So we go over to weapons. We want to buy all her frag mines, all of her Molotov cocktails. Also, hold on. You want to make a note of how many frag mines she has. So she has 2, which is good. If she has less than 2, So she'll always have frag mines. If she only has one, then we'll have to pick up an additional one later on. So make a note. She has two. I'll still show you where to get that extra one. Buy all of her Molotov cocktails and buy at least 3 pipe pistols. You don't want to buy 5. If she has 5, don't buy 5. You want to buy 3. Maybe she'll only have 1, maybe she'll have none, but we need 3 pipe pistols or shotguns. She'll sometimes have shotguns as well. So buy at least 3. So I bought 3. Then after weapons, go to apparel, and we're going to look for, we need to buy Destroyer's chest piece. Well, Destroyer's chest piece isn't necessary, but it's nice to have. We want to buy Destroyer's left leg. Those are necessary. These 2 are necessary. Other than those, we want this because it increases our move speed by 10%. Don't underestimate how fast that is. That actually saves a lot of time over the entire run. Other than that, we want to buy anything that increases our endurance or agility that we can also wear with these. We can't buy so we want to look for like army fatigues, but not like, I don't think military fatigues work, because military fatigues you can't wear with the left leg. Yawned. Army fatigues you can wear with the left leg though, so you look for that, or like baseball uniform, or like dirty postman hat. Those all increase either your endurance or agility, so those are good. You want those. So buy those if she has those. Going into aid, there's several things we want. We want to buy all her bourbon if she has any, because it increases endurance. So buy her bourbon. Look for buff out. She doesn't have any, but look for it. Buff out's very good if she has any. If you didn't get jet earlier, which we did, we got jet here. If we didn't get jet, buy jet if she has it. Buy any Nuka-Cola Quantum if she has any. Buy all her Radaway, she'll always have Radaway. Buy all her stim packs, she'll always have stim packs. Go over to junk. Look for biometric scanner. You only need one, but if she has it, buy it. You need one. If you don't get one here, you can get one later, but always buy this one if she has it. That's everything we look for. Once you have bought everything that she has, you press R to like say, okay, let's end it. E to end it. Tab to exit. Crouch, quick save. We're now going to steal this Fat Man and the Mini Nuke. And you want to steal the Fat Man and Mini Nuke in one sweeping motion while walking backwards. Otherwise, you'll get locked in by the citizens as they try and kill you. When you steal the Fat Man and Mini Nuke, look to the top left corner. And if it says you have been caught and the owner is hostile, or it says nothing, that is good. If it says something like the owner has caught you and the Fat Man has been removed, or the Mini Nuke has been removed, that is bad. You don't want that. You need to reload the quick save then and try again. If it says to or if it says like so it could say they're hostile or nothing, that's good. If it says Fat Man removed or Mini Nuke removed, bad. Or if it says they're trying to take back their items, that's bad. You don't want that. But regardless, what you need to do then is steal these. Yeah, it's now hostile, and you want to run out here, maybe zigzag, serpentine a little bit to not get shot, and you exit. Now when you're loading in, you're going to press I while the screen is still black to pull up your Pip-Boy. Because now we have a Pip-Boy because we quit to the main menu when we did the sewer glitch, so we now have a Pip-Boy so we can use it. Before it was invisible. So we pull up our Pip-Boy. Notice it's still dusty because we never did the animation where we brushed off the dust when we picked it up. But we want to bind our Fat Man. We want pretty much I'm going to go everything we need to bind. Bind it to whatever is most comfortable for you. I bind it to the things I bind because that's what's most comfortable for me. It might be for you, but bind our Fat Man, bind our frag mines, equip the Molotov cocktails, don't bind them. Don't bind the pipe pistols. If the security baton, if you bind anything to 3, the security baton will unbind, so bind that again if you need to. Equip this, equip any other things you picked up, like baseball uniform or dirty postman hat or army fatigues. Go over to here, bind your bourbon, bind your jet, bind your Radaway, bind your stim packs if they were unbound. They should be bound by default. But after that, then we're going to press tab and start running. We're going to run this way. We're going to pop a Radaway now to get rid of all of our rads. And just follow this path that I'm taking. You're going to run around the bus. Don't run on this side. Run on the left side. If you run on the right side, you'll aggro some ghouls. So run on the left side. There's actually a ghoul, I think, right there standing up. But run along the left side. And you're going to want to run this way. And then right over this curb, press M to pull up your mini-map. Zoom out and fast travel to Museum of Freedom. So now we're going back to the Museum of Freedom because we're going to help the Minutemen now. And the reason we help them now, as opposed to earlier, is because now that we have the nuclear option quest that we got in the sewer, Sturgis will now have an item on his inventory that he didn't before. And we need to pickpocket that off him now. So there's a couple things I need to talk about now. One is if there's the Minuteman outfit here, loot that now before you open this door. And we'll equip it later, but loot it now if before you open this door. If you already got like baseball uniform or army fatigues and it's already equipped and there's a Minuteman outfit, you can ignore it. But regardless, we already have our Molotov cocktail. We already have our Molotov cocktail equipped, and we're actually going to be doing a glitch that will allow for us to enter power armor very quickly. So there's power armor on the roof of this building. And if you didn't know this, there's two animations for power armor. There's one where you enter very slowly, and there's one where you enter very quickly if you're in combat. So it turns out that if you throw a Molotov cocktail right before you, or like as you open this door and it's still in the air, it'll be stored in the air while you clear out the Museum of Freedom, and when you exit, it'll just hit the ground, and it'll consider you to be in combat, and it'll give you fast power armor entry. So this takes a little bit of practice. Pretty much, you want to sprint up to about here, stop sprinting, start priming the cocktail, open the door, spin around, and throw the cocktail, and you need to make sure it's completely out of your hand. So you need to time it correctly. I want to quick save and show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So that's what it looked like. That was a successful one. I actually don't need to reload the quick save anymore. But once you're inside, so that cocktail is still in the air. So now we can clear out the inside of the Museum of Freedom using our gun and the rest of our Molotovs. So let's do that. First thing you do is run over to here so you get a better angle on this person. Look up and shoot them. Keep running. Also, we need to recall how many pipe pistols we have, or shotguns, because we use those for clipping. Those two guns are very good for clipping. If we have less than 3 total pipe pistols and shotguns combined, we need to loot the raiders in here until we get at least 3. So fortunately for us, we already have 3, but if we had less, we would grab these pipe pistols like that. But we're going to run this way. We're going to skip grabbing the fusion core. We're going to jump up these stairs. We're going to check this for like jet or buff out. There's jet here, but we already picked up jet and have it bound, so we don't need to grab it. Run into this room. Pull out I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Pull out a molly while you're running and throw it to kill these guys. Grab the pipe pistol if you need it. Run over to here. Buff out. Perfect. We're not going to bind it yet, though. Run up these stairs. There's a very small chance that a quantum will spawn in this vending machine. If it does, grab it. We'll bind it later. There's an incredibly small chance that 2 will spawn in there. I've only seen it once, and I think I'm the only one who's seen it. If that happens, grab him. Grab them both. Otherwise, you're going to run up to this door, stop sprinting beforehand, start cocking a Molotov, and open the door. And then you're going to throw it at these guys, and then kill this guy. And then you're going to reload your gun and run up to this door. So now, Preston's going to open this door, and now he's going to try and talk to us. And we need to pickpocket this fuckface. So we aren't able to pickpocket Sturgis until after Preston's done talking with us. But it turns out an easy way to make him not want to talk to us anymore is just to shoot Preston a bunch so they aggro and then put away our gun. So we're going to shoot we don't shoot Preston, we shoot Sturgis. Shoot Sturgis about 5 times to aggro them, and then put away our gun so they de-aggro, and then we're going to crouch and try to pickpocket him. So when you do this, he's going to stop hacking, and after you de-aggro, then he's going to go back to hacking, and if he starts his animation of re-entering the computer, then you have to wait for him to exit that. So your goal is to crouch and quick save as quickly as possible and start pickpocketing him before he starts hacking again. So this is what it looks like. And also you want to pull out your gun again right after you put it away. And so again, what that looked like was shoot Sturges 4 or 5 times, immediately aggro them, immediately put away your gun, crouch and take out your gun again, and then quick save, and then pickpocket him. So this is the item that we need to pickpocket off of him. I should say now, if you fail the pickpocket, all you have to do is quick load, but if you fail the pickpocket, then that Molotov setup strat that we did earlier that will give us the quick power armor animation won't work. So let's hope we get it first try. We didn't. So now that quick power armor entry won't work. But we just have to re-pickpocket him. Not Preston. Re-pickpocket Sturges. There we go. We got it. So now we exit this door, and we're going to set up another cover slide on this pillar. Or you could do this one as well. Doesn't matter. But you need to set up another cover slide. So remember, the way we set up cover slides, we aim around a corner, hold down the third person button, let go of aim, followed by the third person button immediately. So we do that, put away our gun, re-enter first person, and exit the building. We can jump over the ledge if you want after you open the door. It doesn't matter. But that's it for shopping and the Museum of Freedom. What will happen is if it fails, if you fail the pickpocket, then the thing will explode up here, but it's no big deal. Doesn't damage you or anything. But yeah, that's the shopping and Museum of Freedom. When we return, we'll do the relay. That's the next video. Not the relay, the prototype. Sorry, we just did the relay. The relay is what we pickpocket. We're going to do prototype.